Are you familiar with the thought experiment, the ship of Theseus, in the field of identity metaphysics? I would put it on the bud. You can fit the pickles. You can put pickles in the pickles. You can fit the pickles in there. You can fit the pickles in there. Come on. Some onions. Pickle chicken sandwich. Take it away, John Frickin Smith.
Welcome to the rabbit hole.
How did we end up on that rabbit hole?
Where all you knew is wrong. And rules are just suggestions.
I like the pipe.
Made up as we go along.
Shut up, Corn.
Fuck you.
And who knows what you'll find here. Maybe heaven or your worst fears. Whatever it may be, it's yours to keep forever.
Just in time. You've entered a rabbit hole. Please go down further. Where there's philosophy hidden within stupidity.
My nipples are sweating.
What are they doing to that chicken?
They're punching holes in it. You know, I want to teabag Hank Azaria. He can make weird noises.
You're fucking weird.
You guys are horrible.
Bunyan rings? Like, I wouldn't eat those.
What the fuck? Hey.
Even if it was Paul Bunyan themed, like, you know what I mean?
Anyone-
Like flannel onion rings or something like that. Be like, yeah, I had a heart attack. Fuck you.
It's a sunshiny day.
Yeah. Fat people need love, too.
Are you referring to the ship of the Theseus? Are you... Yes.
Is this a question? Is it like...
it's just a hits
Or-
blunt moment.
I'm implying to the ship. But
For
every
years,
time-
we've been talking about stupidity and philosophy. And
It's
when
actually
it smacks us
awesome.
in the face on a fucking nerd fucking thing, we don't even acknowledge it.
It's gotten better than Batman, actually. That's why I like that fight, too. I was like, wait, what?
Get up
Stop
in there.
me this track. You stop somebody in their track when you actually ask them a programmable cyborg question. It's like, wait, I'm directed to kill you, but at the same time, wait, what? Just ask me?
You are just in time.
Dude, that's a way better way of thinking about it and way cooler way of getting it than the way I looked it up. I just Googled it real quick and I was like, what? And they're like, oh, it's like if you built a ship and just rebuilt it while you were still going on that ship. Would it still be the same ship by the time you landed? I was like, what the fuck? Oh, okay.
Or if you use the material to build a new ship, would it still be the same ship? Once again, you are just in time. And we, that's right, it's a very strong and emphatic we, are the J&T baggers. It's the first time we've had the trio together in months. Upon months. Pretty sure before Thanksgiving.
I don't like this.
It's been a long time. It's a fat ass joint too.
You gotta start stretching or like, telling me shift it. You gotta help me.
I am Tiger Durgan.
I'm Norman Bluntz.
And I am DJ.
I'm entirely too high.
People keep thinking Millie's a girl. And then
Really,
they're
Dan Nielsen,
disappointed.
really?
Disappointed.
That
What?
does
They're
sound
waiting
like-
for some tit or something? Like, hey,
Yeah,
what's
some
up?
Well,
vocal tit.
I've seen a girl named Millie that was like super funny, and I'm like, okay.
So you
I
think?
see it.
So you think of her whenever you look at me,
Not in that way.
sick
no.
bastard.
No.
Corn didn't deny it like you did.
No,
though.
That's
dude,
because
no,
Korn
no.
really wanted to bang Millie.
Was that the same chick Thrasher knocked out?
No, no, she was the fucking nation.
So yeah, it's it's been a long time, but I figured eventually one of these shows was gonna have to bring Redcorn back to the rabbit hole. And
Which
what
one was
better-
it?
What better than WandaVision?
It was all a dream.
Some movies suck and some are great, but our reviews are always late. Late reviews with the boys from Just in Time.
Because that's what it was, basically, for her. She just made up a dream for herself.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a very simplistic way of looking at it.
Thanks for summing it up in 3 fucking words. Episode over. We got 5 minutes in. Fucking prick.
I kind of like the other one better. Like the witch uses her superpowers or takes an entire town hostage so she can sleep with her vibrator or marry her vibrator, something like that.
The android.
Anyway,
Hey, it's the same thing I use my iPad for.
we
I can relate.
well, as usual, we usually don't go post episodes just because that's hard to keep up. Every week doing an episode about another show, and then still having to do an episode like a regular our stupidity, I guess, just to keep some integrity. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to achieve nothing. And part of me feels like there's a slight part of me that feels like that with this show. Not all the way, but in a grand scale of what the possibilities could have been. Slightly wasted opportunities. But overall, a very fun ride, to be honest. Well, before we delve into it, though, because we forgot a couple weeks ago, and I feel like an asshole. Corn, it's been a while.
Thank you, John Frickin Smith.
Get it all in.
Yeah, for what?
For the song Yours to Keep from the album Songs of the Great Collapse, found on johnfrickinsmith.com.
That didn't sound like he was being held at gunpoint at all.
No, I said it all on my own bill.
That reminded me of...
I'm back. I'm not dead.
We should have started the
Or
webcam
not deported. I'm back, John
just
Frickin
to
Smith.
see the...
With you whispering in the background, that reminded me of like the Heath Ledger Joker fucking hostage tapes and shit.
Oh yeah, that shit was
There's
awesome.
creepy voices reading the same shit and now he's sick of your shit. Now he's sick of your shit.
I saw a back-to-back version of fucking the Dark Knight at the end of people cheering, and then at the end game when he said Avengers Assemble. Which one do you think won better?
Assemble.
Oh yeah,
of course.
Everybody's in cheer harder for that one.
I cheered. You saw me. I cheered and was like angry at everybody who cheered prematurely.
Yeah, dude.
The music tells you when to cheer.
He held the fucking hammer too.
It was awesome. But okay, let's start from Endgame for a split second here. Wanda kicked the shit out of Thanos. He had to scream rain fire to fucking get her to stop. He had to kill his own fucking army.
She was ripping his armor apart, no problem, like piece by piece.
Yeah, he said fire.
So we already know she's one of the most... She is a fucking powerful goddamn woman. That is a fucking... I don't know why I had to make a cat noise. She kill. She's awesome. So fucking... it was a bit of a creepy implication. Just from the announcement of WandaVision. It was like, how the fuck are they gonna make a show? We just saw Vision get his fucking dome ripped out.
Hard. Twice.
Yeah, like and that was like a really powerful and emotional scene too. Like we knew it, like in that moment, it took a lot for her to fucking blow Vision up, and then to see it instantly undone. And I always thought, one thing that doesn't always get talked about, but obviously just a few minutes later in that movie, Thanos did obviously go through with the snap. And she got dusted. And as she was dusting, she smiled. Thanos, I think, like, I know Thanos said it was all, like, fair and, you know what I mean? Like, it was all supposed to be at random or whatever. But I think in her case, because he saw what she went through and what he was putting her through even, I think Thanos took pity on her and dusted her. You've lost everything.
Oh, dude, what if it was the other way around? Vision was supposed to be dusted? Like in a weirdness of him actually staying alive instead of getting it ripped out. Supposed to be dusted, but then she gets dusted.
Does Vision even count as a living thing like that to Thanos?
I don't think to Thanos, no. But I mean, I guess at a certain point, though, because how many people have been connected. He has no human pieces.
Yeah, so that's why Thanos didn't even feel bad ripping that thing. He didn't say sorry to the damn. Well, yeah, he didn't apologize to Vision when he ripped that thing out of his head.
No, he just fucking did it.
Everyone else got a speech. Vision, it was just like, you hear this, mine. So it was already creepy. Them like, okay, they're gonna have a whole series with them. This takes place after the events of Endgame 2?
How?
Yeah. And the first couple episodes, I honestly think those first couple episodes were just to get rid of people. Just like, no, anybody that doesn't have faith in this, you get the fuck out of here right now.
Or
You don't like black and white? Bye.
I think that one was geared a little bit more towards comic book esque instead of just like, hey, what's gonna sell? Because I mean, no, I love the show, and I mean, it's not the show isn't set up fully comic book style, but it's one of those like, if you're gonna really like it, you're gonna watch all the way
Yeah.
through.
And that's the thing. Some people only tune into into the Marvel movies for the action. So if they don't get it right away, they're not interested. Nerds, of course, the whole time are like, okay, all this weird, all these awesome references to fucking Bewitched and Dick Van Dyke and fucking billion others. Well, not a billion others, but a lot of, you know what I mean? Some great fucking shows. But what is the double meaning? Everything's in hexagons. You got some creepy commercials. The commercials obviously are pointing at her trauma. You're seeing a fucking Stark toaster and Strucker watch. And that's just the first 2 episodes too. Like it was, the storylines didn't really mean much.
The storyline seemed like that was the perfect situation for the TV like setup that they had.
Yeah, just to have a couple of quirky sitcom adventures and shit.
And then show the shit in the back here and there.
Yeah, like the in the first episode when the boss starts choking on his fucking meat or whatever, and Deborah Jo Rupp, who still looks exactly the same as she did 20 years ago.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened with her. She just doesn't age.
I love her. I honestly do. That her and Helen Mirren, I would pay a lot of money to see them together in a X-rated. But that's beside the point. When she all of a sudden just like, stop it. It was creepy. It was kind of glitchy, and the whole time the show really held on to the mystery as long as they could. She's like, no, just enjoy the sitcom references. Enjoy that it's superheroes. Enjoy that Vision's here. At least right now, even if you know Vision's dead, enjoy the fact that Paul Bettany's here. Which
I fucking love Paul Bettany. I fucking love him.
I've always loved him.
I've even watched some of his weird British shit and it was like, okay, this is pretty cool.
I loved him on Da Vinci Code.
It was great. He was the best goddamn announcer hype man ever.
There was a part on one of the episodes too when they were doing the magic show, I think, and he was announcing something.
Dude, it looked like
I heard his voice go back
today,
into that. Yeah.
Today, I present to you Wanda.
When he was calling Herb Sherbert, I don't know why, but that just like got to me. Just like, shove it, of course. Like I like the way they did it too with the gum. How they illustrated the gum just getting stuck in the gears, pretty much.
I'll get up the works.
Yeah, I loved how they did that
cool.
graphic there. Yeah, it fit the whole fucking aesthetic beautifully. It was nice. It was fun to fucking watch. It was.
Well, even once they got to the Malcolm in the Middle part, there was like, what the fuck?
They got, I don't know if this is exactly the same dude, but they got almost identical house. It looks exactly the same, just clean.
It's close. It is close. Well, no, Malcolm in the Middle didn't have stairs.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
But
I did like how they did that.
The goddamn Evan Peters thing, though.
They were just throwing that in there to like just a curveball to like misdirect.
They're still gonna tie that in somewhere later
They
down the
fucking
line.
better. But well, even before that though, when it gets to the what's that third episode when it's in color, she has the babies, and then fucking that weird moment with Well, what were they calling the black Geraldine? I think was her TV show's name. That's weird. A TV show and a TV. Yeah, and she brings up Ultron and gets kicked out of the. You just see her flying out of the hex in the next cut, and looking like she was waking up too. It was kind of like the end of that episode was when it was finally like, okay, we're finally gonna get something outside of this world. We're gonna finally get some context. And the fourth episode did not fucking disappoint. Anyone that was waiting and wondering what the hell was going on and trying to figure it out and just like, at least give me something. Fourth episode was just like, okay. One of the best visual effects I've seen in a while, like the undusting.
Yeah, that was
Monica
scary.
Rambeau.
That was so scary, dude.
The coming back to it, like
in the hospital, dude. Everybody just pouring back to themselves. Like, wait, what's going on, dude?
Yeah, that was.
They gave you a thing of the blip, dude. The other side of the blip, dude. The only time you saw a blip was when everybody was like, "Avengers assemble." You didn't see the blip when the universe all came back together.
You saw it on Far From Home. They showed a small clip of like them in the gym or whatever at the high school, and people blipped back in like the.
Oh yeah, like a video.
Yeah,
that shit was funny.
And that's the thing, they took that one. That was a lighthearted,
joke.
That
was a joke flip, dude.
Seeing a more serious version.
And now when there's like, wait, the hospital just got fucking flooded with patients that were like, we're supposed to be gone for like 4 years now.
And Monica Rambeau just coming to poor Maria Rambeau. All she got to do was fly a plane for 5 minutes and then just dies off screen. Cancer.
Yeah.
It was fucked up though too, just to come back and just like, oh, where was she at? She was right here. The surgery was successful. What the hell? Oh, but her cancer came back and she's dead now. And you've been dead for 5 years.
Yeah, it makes you think about when Ant-Man came back. He's like, wait, what's going on?
That was probably one of my favorite scenes from Endgame as far as like the emotional thing. Like I know it started off with Hawkeye's family getting dusted and like that was fucked up. But seeing Ant-Man coming back and
carrying a wagon,
finding like that big tribute thing and shit, and finding his own name on there, and then going and looking up going to his fucking baby mama house, and just seeing the teenage fucking daughter come walking up and like, oh shit, it's real. That
what happened? He was like, I've been in the quantum realm. I didn't dust. I was in the quantum realm. That is scary.
Your whole idea is based on Back to the Future.
Yeah. I loved how they just yada-yada'd that away too in Endgame.
Well, actually...
either it's all true or none of it's true. Basically, we're going to cherry pick whichever time travel rules we want to follow to fit whatever fucking story we want to tell, goddammit.
Well, I think that using Pietro from X-Men actually cost them a big budget. That's why their fucking boss finale was very
Evan
cheap.
Peters don't cost that much, dude. He's popular, but he's not like fucking a douchebag.
He seems like a dude that, hey, you want to play this role? Fuck it, yeah.
He's on American Horror Story like as a regular and shit. Like, yeah, he probably had no big. It was probably no big.
Granted, he's probably pulling in like a mil at least at this point per episode, but still.
And plus, it's Disney. They don't, their expenses don't mean the same thing to them. Not when it comes to TV shows. They gotta still hold up a cinematic type of standard to it.
But I will agree with you. The boss battle on not really. Okay, the ending battle.
The boss battle.
Yeah, let's be real. That's what these things are. The boss battle was not extravagant.
No, not near.
Visions was cool, but just because it was like, okay, they're beating each other's ass for a second. Okay, now it's a talking paradox situation.
That part I did like when Vision hit him with the fucking I forgot what the initial question was that made him made Spectral Vision just suddenly stop and just like, I require further elaboration. Like that moment was just like, okay, he's got him. He got him talking. Got him to open up about it. It was something about fucking which one's that whole...
Which one's the real Vision?
Yeah.
Because you're made of me and I'm you.
That's what he said. I'm just a conditional vision.
Yeah, contemporary. Oh, yeah, conditional. Yeah.
It was
Dude. So what happened to the white one?
I have no idea.
He disappeared.
Yeah, he just flew away to...
That's why I want to know. Does he eventually become...
I think in that
Vision?
moment, my prediction, well, it's not even a good prediction. It's just more of a cheesy, sappy one, is that in that moment, knowing all the memories of Vision, knowing everything that Wanda's gone through pretty much at that point, that maybe him being there was probably the worst fucking thing for someone like her to fucking move on. So he just took the fuck off. Like, let her resolve this thing with him and fucking say goodbye and shit.
He's going to come back and she's going to make him the Vision.
Yeah. I get the feeling that if they go the full route of making her a bad guy, especially for like Multiverse of Madness, and she fucking, you know what I mean, is tearing apart the multiverse and fucking, for whatever reason, to save her children or to fucking have her children again, I get the feeling White Vision is going to come back and be that one, you know what I mean? Like Lois Lane on Justice League. Like, that'll be the only thing that she'll be able to listen to. And even then, by the time he gets there, she won't believe it's him. Last time she saw that Vision, he tried to crush her fucking skull. Which was awesome. They put the fucking crackling noises in there. That kind of freaked me out.
Yeah, it's like, wait, is he real? Like, if her skull's fractured, I don't care how fucking super witchy she is.
Yeah, that's kind of mess with her.
Like, she's dying.
I did like, though, that they did, I liked how they did the final fight, though, somewhat with her and shit. Just because it did look like she was just gonna give up the powers, possibly. And then seeing her sucked all dry and shit, and like... Seeing her use the Age of Ultron moves, too. With the sneaking up behind her and trying to put her into a vision and shit. Catherine Hahn is the shit. Can we just say that? Catherine Hahn is fucking awesome. She topped the fucking iTunes charts. You know what for.
No way.
Yeah.
Agatha?
Yes.
That's scary.
That's fucking awesome, dude. That is fucking... yeah, that's fucking awesome.
That is scary.
That's how popular that fucking show was, too. That's how fucking catchy that shit was. The fucking... One little fucking song, like a 30-second song, too.
Not even 30, it was like 20 seconds, dude.
You know, I don't need you one-upping me on everything, Corn. You know, sometimes you can accept a fucking number. 30 seconds is pretty goddamn small to call something a song.
That's not a song. That's a ringtone.
That's a jingle. That's a fucking jingle. Okay?
That is a jingle.
And a jingle can be a song.
A jingle can be a whole song.
A jingle can be an excerpt from a song.
Okay, whatever.
You're right on this debate. Valid points each side.
But fucking
it was Agatha all the time.
That was the one part that the internet had right, predictions wise, was that Agnes was just short for Agatha Harkness. That's one of those, like, it was clever. It's a clever way to do it. To, you know, for people that don't know anything or that haven't, you know what I mean, as far as the comics and shit. But that was like the most predictable part. What wasn't predictable was her intentions. Nobody could have, you know what I mean? Nobody guessed that she was actually just going to be working for us. And honestly, who knows? We might find out later she was trying to take Wanda's powers from her just so she could try to destroy it somehow. Because it looks like there might be turning her into like a Phoenix Force type thing too. The old Wandavision, or Wanda. The Scarlet Witch. My bad. I did like that. They finally said it out loud. The trip down memory lane too with Wanda's past there. That was kind of interesting. Seeing not only the costume, just in like the silhouette or whatever, but seeing that she's probably had this power before interacting with the Mind Stone.
See, and that's the thing that I was getting annoyed with online, though, with people talking about that episode specifically, how they were going over in the flashback, like, oh, they said that, or Pietro said in Age of Ultron that the bomb hit when they were eating dinner, all four of them together, but they were watching it on the couch, or watching TV on the couch. Or, oh yeah, that was the parts that was like, dude, okay, come on. Like, you're reading too far into this shit. Like, yes, they shouldn't have had a plot hole like that, but it explains how she got powers, but Ultron explains she got powers later when she got fucking tested on and shit.
Well, Ultron even said he wondered why they were the only two survivors of Structure's experience or experiments, but now he knows why. It was after that same story, but Agatha says she cast a probability spell or a probability hex, which is something she does in the comics too. So yeah, and that line about the Mind Stone amplifying something that would have otherwise died on the vine. That sounds like the closest we're gonna get to the X gene, at least for now. I don't know about I don't know how Korn read that situation there.
No, man, they're enhanced, dude. They're still enhanced. They didn't give them no fucking mutant, no fucking. No, dude. There's no
No,
mutants
she
yet.
clearly
She created a fucking enhanced.
no, but how?
Photons enhanced. They're not fucking mutants. Unless they do this into multiverse, that means they're gonna crush something.
No, because it can't just be the Mind Stone, can it?
Well, it's gonna be as Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Well, what does that have to do with Wanda?
That's what I'm saying. Okay, what Wanda actually presented was they're showing witchcraft and fucking space. You know what I mean? Like fucking what threats are hiding below, above and below. You know what I mean?
I think so. Yeah.
So you're just forgetting, like you're concentrating on the fucking below. What about the above, dude? What other fucking extraterrestrial fucking kind of threat are they coming across?
Phoenix Force.
No way.
What if they just build it? What if that's how they introduce the X-Men?
The Shi'ar. Yeah, hell yeah, that'd be cool.
Phoenix Force versus Scarlet Witch Unhinged.
The Shi'ar, dude. That hell yeah.
Korn just had a fucking nut meltdown. It seemed like there.
Okay, so I think just off of power alone and gaining power quickly, that bitch is gonna be fighting Captain Marvel in #2.
Wanda?
She's. I do think that they're pointing her into the villain route. Like she didn't. That didn't look like a heroic version of Wanda at that post-credit scene when she's
walking down,
astral projecting. No, I'm talking about at the post-credit scene when she's astral projecting, reading from the Darkhold, with her eyes glowing red, as she's making tea. If she's doing that already, first off, do you think she was astral projecting, or do you think that was maybe a possible split off between the Scarlet Witch and Wanda?
Oh, it's Wanda reading up on the fucking Darkhold.
So astral projection, like Doctor Strange, but his body was usually like asleep and not moving when he was astral projecting.
Yeah, but it's the Scarlet Witch.
If she's already learned that and she's already that fucking good, what good is Doctor Strange going to be able to do?
He still has the time stone.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't have it?
No, they destroyed all. They sent all the stones back.
Sick. So Doctor Strange is back with no time stone.
Yeah.
Cool.
He probably still has the necklace though. The Eye of Agamotto necklace. It probably still does stuff.
Let's hope it's not just for that. Like, it actually has some enchantment.
Well, I think in the comics it's something different. The Eye of Agamotto, but yeah, they could still use it, I guess. But
oh yeah, the Eye, But that'd be still pretty cool though.
But the point I was making though is that in that post-credit scene, she didn't look like she was doing something heroic though. That astral projection looked fucking sinister. It looked like she got a hold of something she wasn't ready for.
Well, even the kids started crying out loud.
Yeah, that was even scarier. What do you think that is, Corny? You think that's multiverse?
No, that's Mephisto. That's why Blade's coming in too, man.
I do think that's a trap. I don't think that's actually her children. I think she's gonna find out they weren't real, and the real psychological breakdown is gonna happen.
Well, the whole fucking creating anything out of fucking nothing, it's not real because like she had to bring down the fucking barrier. So even if those kids were real, dude, like what would she have to do to make them real? Was she gonna
I
have
don't
to
know.
sacrifice?
Because if in order to create vision, she had to use the living pieces of the living bit of the Mind Stone
That she had inside, yeah.
What did she use to create those children? Living pieces of Mephisto?
Yeah.
What is there? Yeah, because wouldn't that be the soul shard?
Yeah. See that I know that's the problem is they didn't fully answer every question. There was no way they were going to be able to answer every question they made come
Yeah,
up.
because that would also make Pietro possibly coming back, not just in a weird way, but like, oh, he's coming back from the dead. How they showed him, and
yeah. Well, I think that was the problem.
but
too,
they never
was-
showed the kids dead,
No,
which is good.
that would have been
fucked.
dark.
That would have been real.
It's still Disney. There is a limit. We could show the kids coming apart like Legos, but we can't show them like. Well, that's the thing too. They weren't dead in real life or whatever because they didn't live in the first place. I will say that those kids did a good job.
Yeah, they were
When they
good
aged them up
kids.
to 10 or whatever, they did pretty fucking good. Wiccan and Speed, they got to have some fun with the costumes. Evan Peters, I'm still a little bit salty just because they brought him in with the leather jacket and everything to make it seem like, okay, cool. Like, did they just pluck him from the Fox? Like, even if it was just a cameo, I wasn't expecting them to like full on bring him into the MCU and like, this is your new Quicksilver, just accept it. No, I thought it was a quick multiverse cameo. Just like, yeah, we brought him in from that one.
They made
now
the kick-ass fucking reference too.
Because Deadpool's supposed to become part of the MCU, isn't he?
Yeah,
So
and Ryan Reynolds, I guess, has been pissed about that.
why? It's still going to be rated R.
They're fucking with how he wants the movie done.
Well, of course, it's goddamn Disney. And it's not just Disney, it's Marvel. At this point, again, Kevin Feige is god level.
He is Thanos.
Yeah, and if he says something needs to connect to other stories, you can't say this or do that. You kind of got to follow the rules. Then again, it's Ryan Reynolds. He doesn't really need money. But it's still Disney money. They can always come up with a number high enough. Look at Fox.
We'll give you Fox the whole thing.
They're just like, Fox, give us the X-Men. No. Okay, we're going to buy you then.
Wait, what? Yeah, we're the whole company. You should have just gave us X-Men.
Yeah, they straight turned into Bruce Wayne on goddamn Batman Begins. Yeah, no, you don't understand me. I'm buying your hotel. Oh, well. Yeah, fucking Disney. But, okay, let's just say Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany looked like they had a fucking blast.
Yeah.
Doing all the sitcom shit and having the little quirks and whatnot. They look like they had fun in the Halloween episode with their fucking costumes.
I feel like every single like upcoming Falcon and Winter Soldier episode, I'm gonna have to watch one to just bring me back to happiness instead of just like pure adrenaline. Because that's how they're making it out to seem. Is like this one's gonna be like, no, we're gonna fuck you in the face.
It seems like a long extended Winter Soldier.
Yes, that's exactly how it feels.
And I'm not saying that as a complaint. I'm saying like I'm actually excited to see that. That's actually weird because by the time this comes, no, by the time this will come out before Falcon and Winter Soldier. But yeah, it looks like I do agree. It does look like it's gonna be balls to the wall, fucking like action, seriousness, and action. Which I'm all for. I'm here for it. But man, okay, Randall Park.
I fucking love him.
Jimmy
He's awesome.
fucking Woo.
He's in
I love how they instantly hit the memes with fucking John Krasinski already made his appearance on WandaVision.
Dude, the funny thing is, Homeboy forgot he played Asian Jim. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right on the off. One of my favorite fucking cold cut openings, dude, is him as Asian Jim and Dwight freaking the fuck out because he's like, "You're not Asian." He's like, "Wow, Dwight, I'm so proud of you. You've never actually seen color. Good for you." But how do you forget about that? But that guy's fucking awesome. I liked him a lot in there. The only thing that sucks is you actually have to tell someone, like, hey, like we were talking about earlier, the only thing that sucks is having to tell someone, hey, yeah, you're probably not going to like it until episode, 4.
Yeah. But I loved him on Ant-Man and Wasp. I wanted to see more of him, honestly. The way him and Paul Rudd played off each other, I thought was awkward and funny. But yeah, him showing up, doing the magic trick to show his FBI card. Fucking
and he kicked some ass.
Oh, he kicked some heavy ass.
Like, I'll give him props to that. He was kicking some ass, dude. Like, all right, dude.
He did some more magic too in the finale. They're getting out of the handcuffs, stealing a phone, cool. Bluffing. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to get here like within the hour if possible. That was awesome. He brings a funny take, but also kicks ass, and you can tell he's like the straight and narrow type, to where you actually, when he kicks ass, it's awesome, but it's not wholly surprising because he is an agent, and he's there to kick some ass. I was hoping he would go through the hex and get some superpowers. Let's be real.
Superpowers.
Let's be real. When Darcy got handcuffed to that car, and that fucking hex expanded, I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping she was gonna get dressed in a Slave Leia costume. It didn't happen. Disney is very strict about Kat Dennings' boobs.
Yeah,
you were not allowed to see a single
show her
piece of boob skin from her.
No, even in her cleavage is big off limits, dude. They showed a piece of her cleavage and 45% of it, dude. There's still There's still 65% of that cleavage not
Corey just went to 110%.
That bitch is hot, okay? Super fine, dude.
He literally just said she has 110%.
They do everything to hide those titties. And then when they put her in that escape artist fucking costume and shit, it was just like, yeah, you can't hide them when you put her in something that tight. Those are some giant knockos. She should have been the Scarlet Witch. That would have been more comic accurate.
Dude, I wouldn't have been able to watch that show.
Yeah, I would have had trouble.
Like, I already have trouble. I would have had a real trouble.
Like, as soon as she came out, I was like, no fucking way, dude. They brought this bitch out before fucking Natalie Portman, dude. And I'm like, yes.
I did agree with the internet about wanting to see just a Jimmy Woo and Darcy show, though.
I
don't know why.
Yeah,
just that fucking all day, just the scientist and the agent. He has to protect her, but she ends up protecting him. Oh, it's so cheesy and quirky. I fucking love it. They end up fucking at the end and making some weird ass Russian Asian babies.
Nerd.
I like how she always plays it off like, yeah, well, you could take me out, but I'm ordering the lobster.
I did like that part.
That's just stupid.
You could tell fucking Kat Dennings was having fun with Vision and shit, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I loved that.
That shit's bad, dude.
I loved how that's the only thing, because it was so meta, and her even telling him, like, I've been watching WandaVision for the last week. Like, that's the only reason they get away with the Evan Peters thing.
Yeah.
And because technically, WandaVision was supposed to be, like, after other shows and shit came out. And after Black Widow and shit.
Oh, yeah. I'm still waiting for that.
But still, just say we plucked him from... Just in a show like that, that's if you're already going to be that meta, just say... Yeah, I plucked him from the Fox universe. He's back already. You'll never see him again. I would have been perfectly fine with that. Just like, okay, we got to see a shout out to Evan Peters. Because let's be real, he was the superior Quicksilver.
Yeah.
And it's not even just him. It was because of the way they did the slow motion and shit. The bullet time was used fucking beautifully in that.
And like he was
time in a bottle was...
He tasted the soup while he was running by.
Yeah. But they did have like the subtle shout out to him with the kid with Speed when in the finale when he fucking took the guy's glasses and hat and shit. So there was at least a little bit of a nod. But still. And Monica Rambeau, let me tell you guys a secret.
Dude, sweet dreams before you tell us the secret.
Wait, what?
Fucking dude, Pietro and Sweet Dreams.
Oh yeah, fucking that was on Apocalypse, right? Yeah, that was when he was rescuing everybody. Huh? Yeah, that was fucking awesome too.
Yeah, he licks his hand and then he fucking gives the guy a cow lick. They were about the French, and he's like, ew.
I love a black chick when they have the fucking fro like that, man. Like that laying down fro. Like
I think
fucking
that's
Monica
sexier
Rambeau's.
than a lot of different hairstyles on black chicks.
Yeah, like like way better than any straightening or fucking pigtails and shit. That fucking that parted laying down fro, fucking just enough fucking. It's the perfect combination of strength and femininity on a black woman. I love. Obviously, the whole season I was crushing on Monica Rambeau. I'm not gonna lie, whole season.
It's fine.
I love. I was reminded of Ant-Man and Wasp though when she went through the barrier that third time after that vehicle failed horribly.
That's a bad idea.
You try.
But the way she was phasing apart and shit and like came back together and fucking eyes are glowing and shit. I did like that. They could have utilized that even more, honestly, if they wanted to, and just that finale even they just kind of wasted it.
Yeah, she was not really a big part of the boss fight.
But obviously she's gonna be big. Obviously they've got plans for her. They just had to get
That's
the origin
definitely
out of
not
the way.
somewhere where you can one off. Like
No.
you can't just be like, yeah, we made one. Bye.
Yeah. Bullets went through her, but like in a cool way. Like they slowed down and they didn't kill her. You know, she saved children too. Fucking Hayward, man. They did everything in their power to make you fucking hate that guy. From like his first introduction, he's already like you can tell there's a bit of an assholeness to him.
He was never a lovable douche, even when he was explaining how hard it was during the blip. Like everyone still hated him, and normally you want to have at least one moment in a show.
Yeah, and they tried to give him. You have no idea how hard it was to keep the lights on. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of drunk dads out there that complain about that same shit. You fucking kids have no idea how hard I fucking work to keep the lights on.
So I beat you.
Get up! Get up! Yeah, exactly. So let's not go crediting keeping the lights on. Fucking, you know, let's not go making that excuse. But yeah, they did everything to make him an antagonist. That first moment when Wanda stepped out of the hex with that fucking drone and I would have started a new email address and gotten a second credit card and signed up for another account for Disney Plus. And fucking Netflix, fuck it. If she would have fucking threw that thing and said, boom, looking for this, War Machine stories. But she didn't. She just came out there and fucking did a cool like Magneto type of move. Making all the guys point their guns at Hayward. It was cool. Then she turned the whole thing. The fucking runes, though. Let's talk about runes. Corn, what you know about runes?
Dude, that was bullshit because I was wondering how did she know how to make those runes?
She doesn't have to know how to make them. Spontaneous creation. She thinks it and it comes.
Damn, that sucks to be her vision.
How do you think she got pregnant?
What does he shoot? Oil?
But no, she's not really pregnant, dude, because without the bubble, those kids don't really exist.
What do you know about runes? Before we jump back onto kids.
They're just spells, but you need to know the right spell because if you don't know the right spell, you can break the spell, and it contradicts the spell.
But she said Wanda is capable, or no need for a fucking no need for incantations, no need for a coven, spontaneous creation, Chaos magic. Yes, I had to say
Chaos.
Chaos.
The most powerful magic. That's the magic with a K.
That's what I'm saying. If she made those rooms, she doesn't know what she made, and that's what fucking Agatha was saying. Dude, you don't know what you released. She made those rooms, thinking that she fucking stopped Agatha, but it was really fucking her tricking her into actually fucking splitting something, fucking up a room. You know what I mean? And saying a spell that she doesn't know how to control.
No, I think the unleashing. I don't think it was caused by the runes themselves. I think that was just caused by her fucking fully unleashing the chaos magic within her.
You know, like Super Saiyan.
I think, okay, remember, shit.
Level up.
Remember on the first Avengers when Thor said that the reason why, like, Loki was bringing the Chitauri to Earth was because of, was pretty much because they were experimenting with the Tesseract and saying that the Earth was ready for a higher form of war. I think that by fully accepting the Scarlet Witch persona, that Wanda has inadvertently signaled another power that she is ready for a higher form of war. I think that's what she's unleashed, or what she's unleashing.
Think they might add another Ghost Rider in this?
I don't think we're gonna see Ghost Rider again, not for a while.
You know, because he is one of the holders of the Darkhold.
Yeah.
Okay, in the late 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s, it was easier to get Marvel movies like that.
Yeah.
Because everyone just bought a property and was like, no, we're going to make a movie. And it's going to be great. It's going to be like X-Men and Batman's and all this and that.
Spider-Man.
So they thought it was going to be awesome, but it wasn't. And then they tried to reboot them with some shows, but no one loved the shows that much outside of you. So those didn't work. And now we're here where Marvel's only going to put out good shit. They're not going to, maybe not 100%, but you know what I mean?
Hey, man, that was a weak ass boss battle. Okay.
It's a TV show.
Exactly. All these other TV shows had weak ass boss battles too. All of them.
Plus, it wasn't supposed to be about a boss battle. It was supposed to be about Wanda dealing with her goddamn grief. You insensitive prick.
That's where Disney was trying to punch you in the heartstrings, and Netflix just wants boss battles.
Yeah. Disney was like, wait. I think that's why, too, the internet had to, like, reel back after that finale. Like, okay, hold on. We were trying to predict
fights, not love.
Yeah, I think they forgot that show was about character development. And you see, it's not the same Wanda that you saw at the beginning of that show, or even at the end of Endgame. The end of Endgame, she seemed like she was accepting of Vision's death and fucking Scarlet Witch dying and shit, or not.
I feels like just
Scarlett
tidbits,
Johansson.
man. Just nothing but tidbits here, so they can like actually stretch it out.
Speaking of tidbits, I wish. Oh man, I just wish that Halloween costume would have shown a little more cleavage. Not so much just that, but the next episode when she was laying in the bed and shit too, and she pulled the covers off.
She's pissed.
Yeah. Just felt like, why would Vision not want to be there? That's how you know he's not human. She slept overnight in a Scarlet Witch costume and didn't get banged out. Not in this house. That thing is getting holes in it. At least one. Speaking of that, okay, Scarlet Witch costumes though. She finally gets like a legitimate comic book style costume.
That shit was badass.
Yeah, instead of just a weird corset and a fucking jacket.
It was like a mix of her Age of Ultron, but with the crown this time.
I liked it. I remember reading a long time ago that Elizabeth Olsen was like didn't like that she was like pretty much the only female hero that had a visible cleavage. So I wasn't surprised that they hadn't gone with a more comic book accurate costume. Because let's be real, every version, every comic book version of Scarlet Witch has gigantic titties,
Mm-hmm.
and they are on display.
It's just a little triangle,
Yeah,
over the nipple like style dress.
yeah. Even like the gypsy thing, yeah. To where I wasn't surprised that they didn't give her like that kind of costume, all this time. But seeing her actually get the little tiara and shit, I think it's coronet. I think it's called. I'm not positive. But I like the way they introduced it too, having it kind of show up in a different form, in that blue form or whatever on Agatha's mom's head. The de-aging on that Agatha flashback episode too was pretty immaculate. Catherine Hahn's just hot. I was wrong too. My prediction was that Agatha was gonna have Scarlet Witch on the ropes, and Wanda was gonna be like, "I can be good," and Agatha was gonna remember her telling her own mother that, and her own mother not believing her, and then she was gonna be like, "I'm not like my mommy. I won't kill this powerful baby. I will mentor her." Obviously, Agatha's coming back. You can't get rid of her forever. She even said, "I'll keep you on tap."
Yeah, it's gonna be like a Red Skull kind of thing.
Yeah. Hopefully not as fucked up. Hopefully not as long of a wait to see her again. But yeah, I like the way I like the tears that were forming up in her eyes when she first turned her back into Agnes or whatever. You could see her smiling and okie dokie neighbor, but you could see the tears in her eyes. And that's what makes me think Wanda is on her way to becoming a villain. Heroes don't torture people, like she said. That's torture, is it not?
I guess they don't torture good people, but when it comes to people like that, you kind of have to figure out a cell you could put them in. And that would be, I mean, it sounds fucked up, but that's one of those like moral dilemmas as a superhero. Because the only cell is to torture him.
Yeah. I do think that's just one of those, we got to keep her safe and alive and not let her interfere with anything so we can bring her back later. Because she does seem like she's going to come back as a mentor. She gave her one lesson and got it used against her. And fuck you, Corn, it was clever. Because at first it was like, why is she missing when she's throwing her little Dragon Balls at her?
No, she was letting her suck all. Yeah, whatever, dude.
No,
I knew there was gonna be like a fucking alternative.
She was missing and hitting the walls. I thought Doctor Strange was coming in and fucking with her. When she went to try to zap the rest of it out of her and it didn't work, I thought fucking Doctor Strange was coming in and cutting the whole thing off. Like, all right, neither of you gets to use magic now.
No, they fucking
Daddy's
made
home.
a fucking Winter Soldier and Loki, dude. So they're not gonna be expending any more money.
You actually see a magical yellow flag come flying out.
I just want to know what the hell Kenchi is up with this. You know what I mean? How's Daffo going to be introduced into this?
Who?
Kenchi or whatever.
Chthon?
Shang-Chi.
Oh, Shang-Chi?
And the Legend of the Ten Rings?
Yeah.
It's the Legend of the Ten Rings?
No.
So Mandarin, maybe?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. They already had the 10 rings. Twice, in a way. Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Shang-Chi is gonna be good though, probably.
But Loki's gonna bring that out or what?
Dude, Loki looks fucking weird, man.
Yeah, who fucking
He
knows?
did a
Maybe
DB Cooper thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's just hanging out. Maybe that one has nothing to do with any of this. That's the one that's a one-off.
I know, right?
Well, I think they all are one-offs.
One-offs, but they're like the extra.
I
we're definitely never gonna even try to attempt this again.
I kind of
no
like
connection.
I kind of like that idea though of doing just like one-off miniseries type shit, to where it's like, no, you're not gonna like as far as the actors' enthusiasm, because most actors don't want to go from being in blockbuster movies to being on a streaming service TV show. But if it's only a one season type of ordeal, and they know they're not committed for the next 5 years or anything like that, at least not to the show, that seems like it works for everybody pretty much. We get a pretty decent story. That's, let's be real, WandaVision probably could have been stretched into just one movie. They could have just shortened every episode and made one good, strong movie.
I appreciate the way they did it more.
Yeah,
though.
no, I liked the mystery factor that they played with it. It brought the world together for a little bit. Just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, the Vision is dead.
And there wasn't anything superhero for a while. Like I'm not
There
counting
wasn't anything
Wonder
Marvel
Woman,
for a while.
Yeah,
That all of 2020, we were supposed to get fucking Black Widow, and didn't. So we've all
that was at least to hold off.
Yeah, everybody's been like, I don't want to say deprived because it's not like you're dying without it, but you know what I mean though. Without
superheroes, they're dying without it.
Yeah,
they're not getting any younger. You gotta strike while the iron is hot.
Yeah.
Iron Man's dead. He might come back if Marvel gets their way.
But so finally, I don't think they realized that too either. Like with the way they released, with it being the first thing coming out since fucking Far From Home, I don't think they realized just how much the internet was gonna fucking scrape and rake and comb through this frame by fucking frame, looking for any clues that could lead to fucking.
They should have learned from Mandalorian.
Well, yeah, but Mandalorian didn't have as complicated a story to deal with. They at least had more of a straightforward story to work with. He's got a baby that he needs to try to find a home for,
and he's gonna go point A to point B to point A to point B to get there.
Yep. Side mission, side quest, side mission, side quest. Final boss. See you on the next game. This one, it was like they played with it and had fun, and let's see some sitcom love. Let's show some homages, like fucking like the Modern Family fucking / Office one. The intro music was straight up from The Office. It was just slightly
That's what pissed
tweaked.
me off, dude. It was The Office music, but the second it got into the show, I was like, this is Modern Family. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah. It's because they're similar styles. That mockumentary style.
Mm-hmm.
Interviews with the cameraman and shit. It was, you know. Malcolm in the Middle, of course, is fucking one of my favorite sitcoms of all time. And that was fucking parodied pretty perfectly, honestly. At least the intro and shit.
Yeah, that was spot on.
Even the way, like, with Pietro sleeping on the couch and it, like, focusing in on him while the kids are in the background talking shit. It was good. I won't lie, throughout the whole show, like I said, it was fucking fun. It was a really fun ride to watch, like, you know, to have that side of Marvel. Everything's so high stakes usually with Marvel movies and shit. To see something on a more smaller scale, fucking not fully small. She still took over a goddamn town.
And then extended it.
Yeah. I did love the costume, especially at the end there when she went to fly away and she had the little Red Riding Hood getup going on with it too. I feel like a lot of chicks are going to be fucking cosplaying that one.
Yeah.
With the whole hood and everything like that.
Dude,
whew.
I guarantee Doctor Strange is going to have to fight that bitch in the next movie.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
If she's been that upset to where when she was already fucked up in the head, she got just a little bit more pissed.
Yeah, and
by someone coming in.
She doesn't have the control over her powers that she thinks she has. even though she's, accepting this Scarlet Witch persona and shit, she still doesn't have control, really. When those townspeople were telling her about all the fucked up things she was doing to their heads and to their children, she
couldn't stop.
Well, not only that, but she fucking inadvertently just started choking them all.
Yeah, that shit was fucked up.
I thought that was awesome as shit, though.
Kitty just going down.
She just put a choke collar on all you bit. Like, imagine if Denzel had that on fucking Training Day at the end and shit. I'm putting cases out on all you bitches. And as soon as he said bitches, everybody fucking starts choking.
King Kong.
And yeah, exactly. That's
got nothing on me.
See, you got to stop watching it on TV. You're censoring it. You don't censor Denzel.
Oh,
she takes dick.
Me.
So does the one in the middle. I think they're the same bitch. Honestly.
On the right?
Maybe not. All the way to the right takes dick, too.
Yep.
She takes dick in the cheek.
Yeah, she's one of the toothbrush.
She's the deep throater.
Oh, she's so surprised. She looks like Amanda Nunes.
She's a shaft licker.
Oh, a total ball sucker.
Ass licker.
Not cool with that. Yep, you can tell by the chin. Corn, there you go.
So, all in all, favorite parts. It's hard to pick one.
Jimmy Woo.
I like the origin story.
Yeah, Jimmy Woo. Speaking of Jimmy Woo, too, I was going to bring something back for late reviews. Gay for a day.
Jimmy Woo.
That's why, that was mine. For fucking WandaVision. Corn, does that make it 3, Corn?
He can have Hall of Fame status.
Corn?
Yeah, Jimmy Woo.
Oh, I thought Corn was gonna come with Hayward. I love a man that takes charge.
Well, I mean, I think we've already said Paul Bettany before.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I ever saw him was on A Knight's Tale, and I saw his booty.
Jeffrey Chaucer. I'm a writer. What?
So yeah, that if Falcon and Winter Soldier and Loki hold up to at least like that same standard, then I'm probably gonna enjoy those as well. I'm not gonna lie, like that. That's one of the first shows that actually made me want to be like, dude, we could actually do a post-episode like reaction episodes.
Dude, I think Elizabeth Olsen did great in the movie. In the series. But, dude, I just like watching Paul Bettany.
Yeah.
I like him as an actor. He's a good actor.
I mean, yeah, like you said, they both did great, especially changing not just the look, but their acting styles as the decades of sitcoms were being moved through. You know, by the end, fucking, she was, I don't remember the actress's name, the blonde chick from Modern Family and Happy Gilmore. Yeah. But she was channeling her pretty fucking well. Elizabeth Olsen was when they got to those Modern Family type episode, That's probably just a case of the Mondays. Probably that line straight out of Modern Family. That delivery. Straight out of Modern Family. I liked it. I loved it. Agnes was fucking... Well, Agnes is fucking awesome. There's a reason why a fucking little ringtone topped the goddamn iTunes charts. That's how much people have been fiending for fucking Marvel. Even the music got fucking love. Like, the songs are important. It's Disney. I didn't even think about it that way. That actually counts as one of the most popular Disney songs. Fuck you, Korn. It's a song. But we are about at the hour, and I think we've gone through all of our favorite stuffs.
My ass hurts.
Mine always hurts, but it's because it doesn't exist. And then I sit on hard things. Tune in next week, and we'll sit on some more hard things. Be sure to check out jntbaggers.podbean.com. Follow us at JNT Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And if you're feeling real, like, nice, I guess, or if you're feeling a lot of pity when you listen to us, head to buymeacoffee.com/JNTbaggers and donate $1. We'll late review a movie. That
Your
works.
honor.
Yeah. We'll shout out anybody who gives us a buck. That sounds fair, doesn't it? We'll send you a sticker for free. Yeah, our priorities are fucked.
We're going to lose $1 to send you $1.
Because we're here to fuck.
Hello, Emmett!